Hello everybody, Fighting Crypto here. I plan on making this a short video. Let's see if we keep it 60 seconds or not. Probably not, I tend to ramble. But real quick, another reason why I love Quant QNT and why I've got trust and faith in those who are running and building the project. I wasn't going to make a video on this, but I've seen enough other people talk about it. Like, you know what? I wanted to jump in. So, good old Gilbert Verdian. I actually relooked how his name is spelled, so at least if I'm going to mispronounce it, I know if I'm doing it correctly or not. Because I keep thinking of Verdian, like Verdian City. So if anyone picked up that Pokemon reference, you either play retro games or congratulations, I know you're over 30. But Gilbert Verdian, good old G. He came out and pretty much gave a very political FU to everybody who talks bad on Quant. I thought it was phenomenal. It grew. I already had a lot of faith in the project and him as running the company, and this only made me feel a lot better. It came down to him responding to a lot of people saying about, the price action for Quant sucks, which it does. But if you believe in the project, it's a great place to DCA or get into it. But how, giving the entire Quant network and ecosystem how to and a what for about not marketing towards retail, because they don't, right? Quant does not spend time or money marketing towards retail, and I've never thought that they should. So the reason why you'd want to market towards retail for any project comes down to, is retail going to be using the project? Retail does use DEXs. It uses tier ones. That's how Solana got so big by meme coins going crazy. So if retail uses the project, we should advertise to retail. Otherwise, it just helps price action of the coin, which I understand that's a good sign of a healthy project, but it doesn't actually make a huge impact on the company, right? Price action does not really correlate to a strong extent of whether the project is doing well or not doing well, specifically if it's short term. Prices go up or down a lot over even just like a month. It's emotion that drove it. It has nothing to do with profits. So I thought it was I'm getting a spam call. So I thought it was great that Gilbert came out and said, no, we're not advertising to retail. We don't need to. It's been a couple of days since I read it, but the general message I got from it was, we're running the company. If you trust the project and trust what we're doing, shut up and wait. And I thought that was, again, not his exact words. He said it so much more polite. But that was the general message that I got. And it just instilled even more confidence in me on them of, they're not budging due to pressure of anybody else. I do trust they know what they're doing. They're shaking hands, getting signatures down, and getting people on board with the project, which is likely, when I say the project, it's really a lot of things that have to do with CBDCs and regulation. Banks and governments are making projects and buying Quant. It's not sexy. It's not fast. But I'm definitely putting money away. I see Quant as a great long-term project, meaning a couple of years, right? Crypto, that's a long time, right? 3 years, long time. And I'm also kind of looking at it as quote-unquote my Bitcoin, right? No, it's not Bitcoin. It's not going to be $65,000, $80,000 like Bitcoin has been / is going to get to. But I look at it as my store of wealth, to where it's going to increase, and I'm very confident on this one. Is it going to be best for the bull run? No, there's definitely going to be better coins for the bull run. It'll do well. I expect at least a $500 price tag at the height, probably with a candle wick hitting around 7 or higher. Again, for those of you who are also big into Quant, I already feel comments coming yelling at me for how low that is. But the question I'm going to send back is, where's the money coming from? Right? For it to raise that much, money's got to come in somewhere. And since Quant does not market to retail, it's going to have to come from big businesses or some bullish news that gets retail to jump in onto it. So I just like seeing when CEOs of companies are very active like that. There was a big concern that's been talked about. He came out, addressed it, and essentially said, cool it. And I like the message. I watched it continue to consolidate a little bit lower. I haven't DCA'd in 2 weeks. Been a little bit. I don't buy a lot at a time. Just put a little bit in. Again, I treat it kind of as an investment account for me. If it hits numbers this bull run that I do not expect and goes way too high, I am willing to sell every single one of my coins. I'm not married to it. But I'm willing to hold on to it at a higher percentage needed increase than my other coins. Because I do see it having a great chance down the road of being caught in the regulation and centralization of crypto, which is exactly what crypto is made to not do, but money talks. I think it's going to happen. So that's my little quick update on liking good old G from Verdian City. Gilbert Burns telling people to cool it. Trust them. And if you don't trust them, don't buy their shit. They're cool with it. They're doing fine. Trust me. Fighting crypto out.